multiple reports of mysterious, strange happenings within the forest. Recently, reports of missing deers have fascinated the local public. Officials say a bad mating season is responsible for the deer shortage, but locals refuse to believe that, as this forest is notorious for its weirdness. I've come out here to investigate the event myself. Whether or not you believe in this sort of thing, paranormal ghosts or whatever, anyone who steps foot into this forest can tell that the vibe here is off. As I explored, I quickly noticed that things were stranger than usual, definite signs that there was something off about the forest. The occasional animal bones are not unusual to find throughout any woods, but while white-tailed deers are at an all-time low with appearances right now, finding multiple piles of their teeth scattered throughout the forest is unusual. I'm not yet sure what exactly is going on in this place, but I know I need to document it in the best way I know how. I know so far that it involves the deers, so I'll start there. But I also found bones belonging to other small woodland creatures scattered around the forest, but not nearly as many, so it's hard to say if they're related. I needed to investigate further, so I ventured deeper into the woods. It's been unusually hot for a Maine October, especially in this forest. It's been sweltering. Here is the best proof of my running theory. This pile of goop. Not just any goop, mind you. This, I believe, is a deer goop. Now I know this is going to sound absurd, but I think that's exactly what's going on here. The deers are melting. Let me explain. The most obvious evidence is the deer teeth within the sludge. The only thing identifiable, but I think that's enough. The substance is extremely thick, gooey. It's jet black, like a void, with only the occasional bony tooth to solidify its mass. It smelled like burnt flesh and charcoal, truly vile smelling. I've also started to notice some patterns with the teeth findings. Nearly every pile I found was close to a water source. I'm not sure how this is related. I don't think the water is the cause, but personally, I've been avoiding the water as much as I can. Another gut feeling, I guess. Along with the water, there were a considerable amount of dead birch trees around the findings as well. And lots not around. In fact, I don't believe I saw a single living birch tree the entire time I was in the forest. I wonder why the deers seem targeted. Why are they being disposed of in this way? And by who? Or what? Completely melting possibly hundreds of deer is no easy feat. I have some theories, but before I can truly confirm, I need more evidence. And if this is what I suspect, there's something to be found here. I traveled further into the woods. The rushing sounds of the nearby river lured me in, and it was there, under the sweltering sun, I found my answers. Dead trees, marked with the sign of the melting sun. This just got very serious. My nerves were on fire as I looked for a safe place to continue the painting, its significance now more important than ever. You see, I am very familiar with the sign of the melting sun. I've studied it before. The melting sun is not our sun, as many confuse it for at first. The melting sun is as ancient as time itself. It has an important job. Its purpose is to destroy evil, beings who wreak havoc on this world and others, who slaughter innocents and bring chaos to the living world. The melting sun puts an end to these beings, completely lost to power and corruption. It brings justice upon the universe's most evil creatures, by melting them, completely destroying the very fabric of their being until nothing is left. The melting sun has a sacred duty. I continued moving through the forest, not comfortable staying in one place long. I was terrified, suddenly reveling in the seriousness in this matter. I needed to leave the woods, and luckily the painting was just about done. Could the deers be evil creatures themselves? Or, more likely, were they just pawns for something far bigger? What the hell is in this forest? I was making my way back, a bit awestruck at my discoveries. I spotted more and more piles of teeth and sludge. I couldn't help but stop and try to get more samples, more evidence. But the forest was done with my presence, and I was politely told to get the fuck out.